Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Happy Monday. Holy cow, it's Monday. We haven't done a Monday stream. Actually, Monday streams used to be during the day. We haven't streamed on a Monday for a long time. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. We started just a smidgen late because I was able to replicate the issues we had with the 777 on last night's stream. So it's definitely a bug there which I can replicate. So, but we can work around it. So we'll have to let our friends know at PMDG what's given us the thing. Bonus stream. Hey Dave, what's going on? Late extremely. I was late because I timed you out for a minute. Did you see that? Just like old times. Yeah, just an extra stream because we flew the 777 for the first time. And we got held up because we had bugs with it. So I wanted to fly it again. So here we are. We're doing it and just taking the opportunity of having it before other people do and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I enjoyed once we got the thing flying, I really enjoyed the 777. It's my favorite out of all the 777s they've released so far. So the stream was so long last night, I thought it was a long haul. It was 2 hours to get in the air. But William Kelly, it's amazing when you have some insight because straight away I was able to repeat the or reproduce the bug. So yeah, and it's all to do with the 777 Rolls-Royce Trent version of the aircraft that does it. So yeah, anyways, welcome everybody. Should be a cruisy little flight up. I am actually going to change the time to a sunset stream or in the sim because it is obviously in the middle of the night over there. And if you guys can let me know, when we actually get in the sim, if you can hear the sim sounds, because I've just done something with the sounds because I listened back to the stream and the sounds have been coming through twice into the sim in some of the lines. So I'm just trying to do some treating of that. But anyways, let's get on. Mr. William Kelly, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or actually good late evening to you, sir. Welcome to the stream. Tricky's here. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Brett Plays. Sorry, I jumped into your stream today as you were taxiing in at night time on the Concorde flight, so I didn't say hello because it looked like you were going to be wrapping up soon. So hopefully it was a great flight. Mr. Michael from Canberra, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I think Gav's here as well. How you doing, Gav? And Richo, what's going on, Richo? Hope you had a nice Monday start to the week. Mr. Big Jacko's Gaming. Dave, what's going on? The busiest man in the world these days. I miss Dave's streams. But hopefully you'll be able to, hopefully one day we might see a stream back from Dave. Kanga, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, Mr. Beastie Beast. Welcome. Captain Rugby, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Howard Collins. Hello to you, sir. Welcome. Who else is lurking around? Mr. Benny Big Bucks says, evening sim fans. What's going on, Mr. Benny Big Bucks? Are you not doing the what's tonight? Milk run? You're not doing any milk run ATC or anything like that tonight? David Cleary, what's going on? This morning, Shane, all in chat. What's going on, Mr. David Cleary? Gav, which I said to say hello to before, I believe. I think I got everybody. So I wouldn't expect we'll have a big crowd here today, considering this is a stream that we don't normally do. So, and before we get going, I think I just need to clean my glasses for a quick second because I can't see anything. No milk runs tonight for me. I don't want to talk to people. They are annoying me. All right, thanks for letting me know. Now I know I can annoy you tonight. Let's pick on Mr. Betty Big Bucks. He's had a shit Monday. His shit start of the week by the sounds of it. No, you're in a safe place, Mr. Betty Big Bucks. You are in a safe place. We won't pick on you much. Yes, there's nothing worse than probably after a hard day for a Monday than jumping on and doing some controlling Take as good as they give, and doing some controlling on ATC on a busy milk run, and then people not doing what they're meant to be doing. Yes. I just stopped doing the milk runs. They're just too what's the word for it? Repetitive. They're too repetitive. I got into a bit where I was like doing milk runs every Monday, streaming and non-streaming, and I was just like, oh no. But it's still a good VATSIM event to do, which you know is always going to have a good turnout for a few hours anyway. All right, this should be good to go. Just make sure it's not foggy up. But I hope you're doing well, Mr. Captain Rugby. But yeah, once we got the 777 in the air yesterday, I haven't flown it since last night, since we streamed. I was going to stream in the morning during the day, but some people said, oh, they'll whinging, because you can never make everybody happy. It was one in particular, which if he doesn't show up tonight, I'll make sure I give him heaps later. So I changed the time because he had a whinge. John DH1977, what's going on? G'day, mate. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hope you're doing well. I'll tell you what, the Netherlands and Belgium, both of those countries are very big into flight simming. Very big into flight simming. Because FS Mods, we send a lot of stuff, particularly to the Netherlands. You guys are into your flight simming over there. So what's going on, John? Hope you're doing well. There we go. I can see. All right. Let's jump into the sim. And let me get my sounds adjusted here in my headset here. Turn some music down a little bit. I do well. Thanks for asking. I hope you are too. Yeah, absolutely. Living the flight sim dream. I'm doing some streaming and some simming in 2024 with the 777 from PMDG. Nothing that I can complain about. So. Yes, and everyone in the chat too. Oh, thanks, John. All right, let's get this up here and walk over to this beautiful girl. I love this Delta livery. That's why we're doing it again. Emma, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, Andrew. Hope you're doing well. Not crouch, Shift C. There we go. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you can hear the Microsoft Flight Simulator sounds. If you can't, I will revert my settings back that I had before. She's lovely. Big Jack 8. She's the 200 variant, which is my favorite variant at all the 777s. So, yeah, I like this one. All right, let's just get a cold and dark going here. And do that. Andrew's from Manly, as in Manly in Australia. And the other thing that we're going to do is we are going to do... No, I don't know costing. I don't know costing, and I only know that there's only a couple of extra things that I know that you guys don't know, because Robert Randazzo did obviously an update, and also he did a YouTube video about it. But the only actually I don't know much more than what you guys do, other than I've got a copy of it. So I don't know the pricing, and I only know the window of when it's going to release. So yeah, so because he talked about the sounds in the video which I was mentioning yesterday. $2.5 billion on the website. I think that's so funny. They do that all the time. They put it in there and put some ridiculous price on it. It's so funny when they do that. They're getting more and more expensive, Benny, as they do them. Just Willie, what's going on, Mr. Willie? Hope you're doing well. $60, $70 euros? Yeah, I don't know. I would probably say within $5 of what the 777s released last time, perhaps, maybe. So I'm going all right. I can't complain, Mr. Michael. PMDG's got jokes. I love their humor. Yes, they have a very dry sense of humor, but dry sense of humor is actually quite funny. So, hey, Evil, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. What's going on, Legend? Hopefully Monday's done, Evil. Monday's done. Just don't ask Mr. Betty Big Bucks how his day was today. Actually, don't even talk to Betty Big Bucks. Notice the 737 was garling absent from the 2024 update. Yeah, because they're redoing the 737, so they're not going to port it across, Willie. They're going to actually re-update the whole thing and re-release it. So I'm just buying one big Jacko's Gaming, not a fleet. I have no idea what that actually means. Bring a 70-30 British pounds. All right. Anyways, while you guys have a think of what price it is, I can't tell you because I have no idea what the price is going to be. Absolutely none whatsoever. What do we want to do? Request some ground power, and let's see if we can get a jetway over. Just gonna move this jetway over. Did that just move it over? No. Let's do this again. I haven't actually set one up for the EFB. Ground power. They did say they would give a day's notice. Yeah, he did say that in his video. Yeah, he did say that. All right, let's get this up and running anyway. Batteries can go on. Primary and external power. Can you guys hear those button presses? Just let me know if you can hear the sim sounds when I'm pressing buttons. That would be much appreciated because audio is fine. So can you actually hear the Microsoft Flight Simulator though? Because I actually changed some stuff in the audio, so I need feedback from you guys. All right. Dome lights can go on. Barely, but you can hear them. Okay. I'll ask you again later. Boost by 30. It's at 100%. But just bear with me. The sounds are not too loud just yet. Do you any chance to know if the Asobo 7787 is available in the marketplace separate from the Premium Deluxe version? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I know that you can buy their aircraft separately now. I guess if you jump in the marketplace, you should be able to see. All right, logo lights can go on. Actually, not taxi lights. What am I doing? That should be enough by now. All right, let's go and switch on the seats, the utilities, and also the ADIRs. There we go. We've just got to wait for things to power up. They were talking about making the deluxe models available for purchase. Yeah, I think they already did that. So, but there's nothing they really have that I want. So we've got Mr. Young Bopper there. I did see Jacko in here somewhere, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Jay Brace is with us. Kanga was lurking around there before. Gav's over there. So we have a few people. We just got to wait for the internals to actually come up here. So it takes a little bit. What else do we want to play with? Oh, no, that'll do for now. I'm a little intrigued about the Horizon 787, but not only it's good. Kanga Sim crashed. I thought I saw you here, but then you disappeared. I believe the Horizons has had an update. People say it's pretty good. They've done some updating to it by watching some of the streamers of late. So I think we call that a connection. I'm not running GSX, so I think we'll call that a connection for the jetway. There we go. Everything's popped up, but we missed all the sounds, but that's okay. All right, let's go down here and do some bits and pieces. Actually, I do want to check one thing though before we actually get into this. I think it's aircraft displays. We are on kilos. Just want to make sure because that didn't save from last time. So just want to make sure that's actually saved. Cool. All right, let's see. Let's see if this is going to grab. We know if this is going to go balked. If this doesn't grab our position straight away. What gate were we at? 152, wasn't it? 150? If this doesn't work, then we know where it's balked. Doesn't want to take the gate, that's fine. Alright, we'll see if we can grab the flight plan request. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Well, we might be having problems again. It didn't grab, it hasn't downloaded. Oh, I don't know why. Hang on. I keep forgetting what planes I'm flying these days. Bear with me. Sorry about this. I forgot to load in the OFP. Then it should bring it up. I do. Well, you can put it in manually. I had to put it in manually the other day. But that's been one of the problems is getting SimBrief to talk to this in the pre-release. Thanks, Dave. Hey, Matt, what's going on? There we go. It's grabbed it. Nah, same thing as what's happened last night. See, notice the SimBrief plan was orange and not green, and now it's doing the same thing as it did last night. It's not grabbing the flight plan. Man, what's the guy got to do? What's the guy got to do? Same thing as last night. Same thing. That's so annoying. It just won't actually put it in there. I'll give it a second, see if it's going to do anything. No, John, this is actually a bug that we've got with it. Because what I'm doing now, when it works like this fine. It's just a bug with it. Window it? No, this is what we had the other day. When it's actually green, it actually works fine. Even if I go and put KLAX in there, it won't do anything. And then go and grab the route. It's still there. Why that's red? It doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I just did that. It doesn't do anything. See, I just did that there. See, it's still red. It's got an issue of actually going and changing the color. This is what we had last night. Bugger. That's annoying. That's why we only got one flight in there yesterday, so I can't even put it in there. That's so annoying. And after about 3 or 4 loadings and crash, we got it to work. No, John, it's okay. We went through all this yesterday. I've been through all this before. Thank you very much for the help, but yeah, we've done a lot of this troubleshooting already. Yeah, we spent 2 hours trying to get this to work yesterday, and then we managed to get it to work. But the workaround that we actually got on it was jumping into another variant, loading in and then loading out, and it seemed to work. So we'll give it another crack and see if it fixes that. Hopefully it doesn't do what it did last time. Sorry about this, guys. It is a pre-release, so I'm definitely going to send an email to our friends over at PMDG about this one. But it hasn't frozen, so it's probably going to load in. Then I'll load back out because we'll be in A&A, and then we'll load back in with the Trents, and we'll see how we go. Press FN F4. Oh, that's the new one. Haven't heard that one before. What's going on, Mr. Aero Request? Welcome to the stream. This will take a minute before it loads in. Alt F4. I knew what you meant. You couldn't even press it right to do the Alt F4, mate. My friends is becoming a commercial pilot, says Andrew. Do you reckon he would like this game? Yeah. But he's probably, if he's actually doing his pilot training, he might not find this interesting, because real world flying is way more interesting than doing flight simulation. All right, let's give this a go. Let's flip it across to the right one, and then we'll see how we go. When is it releasing? Between the 29th and the 1st. 29th and the 1st. So this week sometime. The price has been on at the cutting edge for the price of bean, huh? Have I had a long Monday, or have you had a long Monday, Evil? It's probably B. It's probably B. It's been a long day today, and not enough sleep last night. Evil's on the terps? Okay, it's not just me then. It's not just me, alright. Evil's on the beers, Monday fingers, Google Translated needed, okay. I feel better now. I don't know what he's saying. It's all right. He'll let us know. He'll let us know. I meant the fact is, so it's even not out yet. Yes. Thank you for clarification, Evil. I'll look and I'll do a quick Pilot's Life flat. No worries, Gav. It's all good, mate. We might be another 2 hours to get this to work again. Hopefully not, because I don't feel like doing that tonight. I'm just going to let this load in for a sec. Alrighty. Eric Quest said, would you like to do a flight with me as a jump seat? What do you mean in the simulator? Is there any flight bar on this plane? As you mean like a menu system in the simulator? I don't really do any sort of multi-cockpit flying. Because I don't have your controls, so... Oh, I forgot to request the GPU. Sorry, we'll go back and do that. There we go. I was going to say, it didn't seem like it wanted to work for a second. All right. Battery. Logo. What else do we want to do? Seatbelt signs can go to auto. Cool. All your controls belong to us? No, I've been collecting them for a long, long time. You know that. You know that. All right. Hopefully this is going to work. See what happens. Give it a sec for it to turn on. I'm from Aussie as well, so the times match. I'm more waiting for a native version of that to come into the sim, to be honest. Hey, what yoke do you use? I use all sorts of yokes. I swap them and change them around because I have a few, Mr. Plain Man. So I'll have the honeycomb yoke. I've got a force feedback CL60, which I don't use much. Virtual fly, Yoko the yoke. What else do we have? Turtle Beach yoke, but I don't use that one much either. Using the Monza. Tonight I'm using... I don't actually have the Monza yoke, but I won't lie, Evil, it is coming. They actually just release a little bit later in Australia, so it takes me a while. While the others, YouTubers have already done their videos, I get them later because they get released in Australia later. But I'm using the Moza force feedback joystick tonight, though. It's my new favorite joystick. It's awesome. All right, we're still waiting for this to pop up. But yes, we're using the Moza. All right, all the screens should pop up in a second. Oh, it didn't make the sounds. Oh, there it did. Very odd to see my nameplate in your background, but it's taking ages to load. That's interesting. Does the game have a business class seats implemented in the planes? Yes, it does. Hey, Oz, what's going on? It's alive? Yeah, it's alive. We'll see if it plays up, though. I'll put it in here, even though I didn't do anything before. We've got a greenie. We've got a greenie. Do you know the only thing I did differently that time is that instead of actually playing around with this, I actually went and loaded it in the OFP before I played around with anything, if you noticed that. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it, but yeah, that's the only thing I did differently. So we'll see. There you go. The payload went in because when I set the payload before, the plane wouldn't drop in. So the plane just dropped down so you could feel it. So it's going to work. There we go. Requesting. That's interesting. I wonder if they got a little bit of a Navigraph injection issue in there. Request is sent. Cool. Glenn said, unless you're using the force feedback and it's feeding back the other player's controls movements, multi-cockpit seems a bit pointless to me. Yeah, I think it just adds that little bit of extra fun factor, though. Like, obviously everybody knows, most of you guys probably know Continuum. I come across him because he used to do a lot of, in Prepared, a lot of, a long time ago, a lot of multiplayer cockpit flying with one of his mates. And it was very entertaining and great to watch. And they work very, very, very well together, those two. And yeah, I'd like to do it, but I'd like to do it as a native thing. Force feedback will be a good training aid. Yeah, it as I mentioned, is obviously I referred it back to my real life flying. There's a few things that it doesn't do that I would like it to do, but it's software. The CL60 software, I will say this though, the CL60 from flightsim.com, their force feedback yoke, the software that actually is driving like all the force feedback and stuff in it and connecting to the sim, just like the flying in the sim part is better than what Moza currently is. But yes, Milan, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. But this is working, so if I do things in a particular order, I think we can get this to work properly without it going nuts. So. But then again, I don't know as well, because we jumped out and went into a different aircraft and it worked. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Departures and arrivals. Let me grab my charts up and we'll get all that ready. Going runway 24 left. And then we're going to be doing the Lady Juliet 4 departure, which is this one here. And we're going to use the KSEA or CSTRO departure. Pop that in there. Cool. Go to pref in it, and let's do some bits and pieces in there. Zero fuel weight's probably already plugged in, so I won't really need to worry about that. Reserves are in there, so we're just going to accept that because we already put the stuff in there. I'll request it and see if it's going to be anything different. Just got to crash the desktop. Bugger. It's pretty much all the same as well as cost index. Let me actually check to see what the OFP was giving us. $119. Do we have a concur? $119. Okay, cool. That's doing fine. Cool, cool, cool. Thrust limits, which I need to go and work out. I've not played with 2020/2024 flight sim in a while, other than the PMDG aircraft now as good as in FSX is, yeah, these things are a lot better than FSX. That's for sure. Just confirming, can you guys hear my sim sounds, yeah? Like, they're not going to be super loud just yet, but you can hear the window whining. You can hear that? You can. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. I've been dual channeling the sounds are in, because I noticed all the call outs were getting read out twice and stuff like that since I updated some stuff. So I was like, oh, I need to address that. So all right, let's go to the performance import from the OFP. Oh, hang on, we've got to select a runway 24 left. That should work. and import the weather, and let's do a calculation. Flaps 5. Cell temp's going to be 47. And we'll do that. Flaps 5, wasn't it? There we go. That's in. Trim's going to be 6, but it does automatic trim in this thing. 131. B2 is going to be 150. Very, very cool. That's all good. The other thing is just... Oh, what am I doing that for? No. No. Let's just change the weather back to what we were going to do. Does that give us a nice... Yep, that'll work. Cool. All right, let's go and whack the beacon light on. Put a fuel pump on here. And then we're going to start the APU. Obviously, with the sounds, PMDG have reworked all the sounds, but not all the sounds on the outside have been reworked in the version that I have. So, but on the inside, they sound fantastic. There we go. APU is open, or the door is. Still up for a flight. Like I said, we've got no way of doing a flight like that, though. Is the Boris audio mod for... Is there? I don't know. Did he do a Boris audio mod for this? But there's no need to now. Now they've re-recorded all the sounds. It sounds great. So, hey, what's going on, Mr. Wounded Warrior? Our second one for 40 months this month. Holy cow.
Good to see Shane on schedule yet again. Sneering face emoji. Just kidding. It's always a joy to watch you fly.
Thank you, buddy. Let's do one of these. Thank you very much for the 40 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Wounded Warrior. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, mate. Hey, fun. Yeah, but the sounds might have come through a little bit funny last night because I was dual channeling the bloody sounds in. So see how they sound. Like on my end, they sound great. So, but yeah, the sounds, they've definitely done some work on it and they're a lot better. Curious if PMDG will also do the 7.3 sound update when they get to those. Yeah, I would like to hope so. Yeah. Hello, just subscribed. I'm new here. Hey, Captain DC, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. You've come to a great community, my friend. All right, that's already on. APU's on the start. That's good. That's good. That's good. Obviously, it's a 777. Half of this thing's all automatic anyway, so bleed as auto. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. All right, I'm going to turn all the fuel pumps on. We're going to turn on all the hydros, and then we're going to think about pushing back. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Put those on there. Window heats I won't turn on just now. Voice recorders on to auto. All right, let's get ready to push back here. Have I ever been in business class? I don't know. Have you? Have I been? No. Premium economy is basically where I go because I'm so tall. I can't fit. And I'm too old now. I can't fit in bloody economy. So I go in premium economy, which is economy. It's just longer, more leg room. If I can get an airliner that offers it. Remind me, does the 777 automatically turn off at packs and on engine start? Yeah, it's all automatic for that. It's a little bit different. The 200's a little bit different because than the 300. Because the 300 you can choose or not to choose, but the best you've got to use the bloody the checklist on the screen and stuff. You don't need to do that with the 200. So too tall, too old, slow, which means an upgrade. Yeah, that's what it means. It means an upgrade. Yeah, absolutely, Big Jacko. Yeah, you got to go in style. I definitely couldn't afford business class, nor that I would want to pay for the money for a business class, mind you. All right, let's go back here and get ready for the pushback. Let's go to the ground operations. Ground power we're going to release. Chocks we're going to release. Now, I have to do one thing. I don't have GSX, and Dave's going to watch me do this, but there is no pushback feature in the 777. So I've got to... I'm so sorry, everybody, but I've got to slew back because there's no other way to do it. I'm so sorry, but yes, we've got to slew back. I know. Because I don't have GSX installed because it's just sick of updating it, but I'm going to have to install it again. Control E. No, in 2024 it's not Control E, Sunshine. It's actually Control Z. Alright, we're going to start the engines. I'm going to turn off the music here. Alright, sim sounds are up all the way. Cool. Let's go and start an engine here. Number 2, we're going to hit on to start. That's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Dave's taking notes, yeah. Don't twist my words around, Evil. Alright, she's coming up. I know what you're doing, Evil. See, the sounds on the outside, I still don't think they're 100%, but that's because they actually haven't put those ones in the sim yet for the outside. So when you're listening to the outside engine sounds, they're not up to date in this version. They are inside the cockpit though, but not on the outside. Sorry, I'm just messing around with something here. All right. All right, got 2 good engine starts. Window Pro heats and stuff are going on. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. APU gen can go off. APU can go off. There we go, text lights can go on. Whoops. 2 weeks for the cost of flights. RTO, we'll play around with this when we get down to the runway. I'm still having a little bit of a buggy issue with the brake, so that's why I didn't have the brake on, just in case anybody wants to know. All right, let's get out of here. And clock's going on for that. Cool. You might hit the 900 hours. There we go. And we're off. Flaps going down to flaps 5. Actually, am I going the right way? Yep. Forgot where I was going to start off with. No, we're going the right way. We're just going down here.
You come up here and show me where the throttle is in these things.
I'm starting not to like you.
Hey, Matthew James, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. G'day, g'day. I need to get the barrow. So we're going to grab that. Did 10 pin up bowling this morning. Nice. Andrew says it's cool that the game has Courchevel Airport. It's a simulator, Andrew. It's a simulator. All right, flight directors can go on. How is TBJ not the BBJ? Yeah. I think he's got his hands full. What do we sit on? 3007. So we need to change that. Bloody frame gen. Sometimes it's hard to see the numbers on certain things when they're actually flicking through the numbers because of frame gen. Yeah, did Kanga jump back in? He did. Oh, there we go. What a legend. Hey, Mr. Idle Cutoff's there as well. You reached the 90-hour mark? Nice. Alright, what else have I forgotten here? I keep thinking I'm going to be flying in an Airbus, so I need to do a check. Well, arm the speed brake. And we'll just do a control check. Cool. And trim was meant to be on 9 or something. No, 4. That's right. It was meant to be on 4. I'm thinking that was from memory. So it should have done it automatically for us. Trim, 6.25. Really? Hang on, I'll finish some of that on the line here. I don't know, it sounds like to me in my headset that I'm hearing all the sounds like twice. It's like an echo. No, Emma, I reckon get 2024 now if you're interested. It goes good, and then Sim Update 2 update will be out very, very soon. Are you using voice meter? No, not using voice meter. Don't use it anymore. It was a pain in the ass. I used it for like 5 years with streaming, and I couldn't use it anymore. I had Windows. Actually, that's reminds me. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to check one thing. Because I had a bloody Windows update the other day. It might be that. No, that's all good. That's fine. Couldn't live without it. I use a proper mixer now, Willie. I got sick of it. It's great, but there's other things out there that are better, like a real mixer. Yeah, external. Yeah. Lights going on. Strobes going on. Shit. I'm not T-casting yet. Oh, it's already T-casting. No need to use the speed brakes. Andrew, it's a sim. It's a simulator, Andrew. It's not a game. Oh, what do we got caution for? What doesn't it like? It likes checklist incomplete. Hey, I didn't even get the checklist to pop up. I didn't even use it. I didn't think it had the checklist on here on the 200. Oh, obviously it does. I'm just going to ignore that and just clear that, and I'll make sure I use the checklist. So it does have a checklist on this one. Okay. It will probably go off until we get our wheels up that I haven't used the checklist, so it'll be fine.
Flaps cut off, pull up, shut up, masters, crack my door, and emergency button.
The toga's different on this too. Was there a few stutters? I wasn't watching. We did take out a LAX though, and it's using the Ini builds version that's not native 2024, so from the inside, okay. I got a few micro stutters there. She sounds a lot better, doesn't she? What's my flight plan doing? Helps if you actually put it on autopilot instead of approach mode. Whoopsies. ATC's having a fit at us at the moment. I wasn't watching what I was doing. We'll just fly our version of the Star. Or the SID, sorry. Someone been flying too much Airbuses? Yeah, of late. I'm a bit rusty on the Boeings. I felt that yesterday. A bit rough on the old Boeings. I was going to say for a minute there, I didn't think I did the window. The sim makes you miss traveling. Oops. Yeah, it's a great way to see the world, even though it's a virtual version of the world. Let's go up to 19. There we go. Keep going up. Bit rough. I need a few more flights in it to get fluent with Boeing, since I haven't done much Boeing for a couple of months. So, but we'll get there. Agree. Loving the world tour. It's forced us to fly places we would never have. Yeah, that's one thing I like about Pilot's Life and things like that. It forces you or gets you to fly in all sorts of different situations and places and stuff that you wouldn't normally fly. But yeah, we are a bit rusty on the Boeing. See, sun's coming up on the right hand side. There's Mr. Hulk in front of us. Swift Fighter, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Idle Cutoff still down there. Kanga's up there. Mr. Young Up Bopper's up there. Looks like they're flying the SID correctly. Bluebird has been very quiet. Hoping to hear something soon. There's a reason why they're very, very quiet, Mr. Willem. Yeah, well, if you've watched their YouTube videos, they will have a working version at the expo that you can go and jump on a computer and have a go at it. So the reason, and they're presenting, I believe, so that's the reason why they're not saying much, because of all that stuff. So there's no need for them to give away stuff at the moment when they're going to present it and show it. So there was no way in hell that Bluebird was going to get that out before the end of the year. They will barely get it out before the end of this year. It will be amazing when it comes out, but there was no way they were going to get it out before the end of next year. It's got to be talk of the town. I don't know. I have a feeling that Flight Sim, due to factors of what's happening in the world, Flight Sim Expo is going to be not as, as, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be, it's not going to have as much punch as the previous years. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I feel like. But it's still online. Yeah, well, that's how I watch it all. There might be riots and picketing. I don't know about that, Mr. William Kelly, but you know more than... I watch a lot of world stuff, like, all the time, so I'm staying up with a lot of things that's going on and watch multiple stuff, but I'm not living where William lives, so I wouldn't know. I turned it. Why has that got the off when I've actually turned it off? Shouldn't that just like be off? Who knows? I'm a bit out of whack. What's this? Is ASF streaming on Mondays? Let's go on and inspect. I said I was going to stream on Monday because it took so long to do the stream yesterday because we had issues. We sort of come across the same issues, but we were able to sort of get around them. But because we only fitted one flight in, we did what, nearly a 4.5 hour to 5.5 hours, or 4.5 to 5 hour stream, and we got one leg in. So I thought we'd do the return leg today as a bit of an extra one. Anyone know if the 5070 Ti is good enough for Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR? Yeah, it will be good enough. Just make sure you Swift Fighter, you've got at least 64 gigabytes of VRAM, my friend. I must admit that is really thinking about going because it was closer to me this year, but yeah, I'm not chancing it. My dual citizenship would probably trigger something crazy. Yeah, well, that's what they're saying. There's a lot of people not traveling to the US anymore, cancelling flights and tickets and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, non-VR you'll be fine, but yeah, 64 system RAM, not VRAM, right? Yeah, sorry, 64 system RAM. Yeah, system RAM, sorry. Imagine having 64 VRAM. Holy cow. Remember when 2 graphics cards was a thing? Oh, hang on, we missed this. Flight change, back to VNav. There we go. Now we're gonna go up. I missed it. I was too slow. Yeah, we're gonna go up. Yeah, 64 as a minimum. And you'll find a massive difference. When 2024 first come out, I was running 32. I still had my, yes, the Voodoo 3s, yep. I still had, I had 64, but I hadn't actually installed it. And then when I actually installed the RAM, matching set, it made a massive difference. Stopped getting less crashes and all that sort of stuff. Oh, it's coffee time. So yeah, and Saki, he was in last night's stream. He just recently put 96 in, and he says it's even better than when he had 64. So, and he's just been running 2024 for ages. Hey, Mr. Wombat Man, what's going on? G'day, I hope you're well, mate. How are you finding the 777? There's a few bugs with it, but this is a pre-release. But once you get it in the status where it wants to work, no issues. So, like now we're in the status where I can get it to work. So, I'm assuming that probably PMDG already know about the bugs that we've come across. I thought it could have been a location airport base, but it's happened at a different airport, so I will flick them an email probably after the stream and see, but knowing them, they would probably know about it. Alright, that's going up nicely. But how you doing, Mr. Wombat Man? Monday's done, my friend. No short weeks this week, unfortunately. Which is good for me, because all these public holidays has been playing havoc for Australia Post. So, do you have discontinuities? No. I don't have the full flight planning yet. Nice, mate. Good to hear. Yeah, doing well. Did my flight review today and passed, so very happy with that. Oh, so did you do like a biannual review? Your 2-year review. Yeah, just for my RPL 2-year check, yeah. I wish I could say the same. I haven't flown for nearly, it's been like 11 months. And I've got to do mine. But yeah. Once we get some cash to go flying again, we'll go flying again. Now finishing off my PPL. Yeah, I want to go and do my conversion for my RPL and then go and do the same. I might have to go and get a real job though. Your nephew's 10 hours for gaining a CPL? Nice. Yeah, I might have to go and get a real job. Unless flight sim mods like doubles its thing. How many times you been flying, Andrew? I have a pilot's license. So I can't remember, but my logbook will be between 300 to 400 hours of piloting command. I think it's around about 350 mark. You'll smash it, mate. The cost of getting out of the control. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. That's why I did started off with light sport, because it was cheaper that way. The more you go to things like RPL and PPLs and the planes get bigger, cost gets more expensive. Is considering applying for a EasyJet flight school. Mr. Mark Griffin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. 400 an hour for 172. I know, that's ridiculous. When I first started flying, what was like 5 years ago? I think it was 2019. No, it was before 2019 because COVID was 2019, wasn't it? So it was 2018 I started, and I think you could rent wet. Real job, what's that? I might need to get one. Was about 350 to 400 in command, Willie. About 350 to 400. If I counted my hours for flight training, put another, I don't know, just chuck 50 on. But now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, it was about $250 wet Wombat for a Sling 2 when I first started. I think a Sling 2 is like $330 now, so it's gone up $70 an hour in 5 years. It's crazy. But yeah, I might need to get a real job if I want to ever go flying again. Bring back those days, I know, but they weren't that long ago. And the thing is, COVID helped keep the prices down because all the pilots, a lot of pilots didn't have, they wanted to fly, so they went and got recreation pilot conversions and all that sort of stuff like that. So, as you would know. So yeah, every man and his dog was flying. Will I become a commercial pilot in the future? No. I'm probably, Andrew, going to revamp my my singing career. So I was a professional singer before I stopped for my passion of flight simming. I'm thinking I may have to go and record a new album and go back touring, to be honest with you, to get some cash, you know. That's what I might have to do. Lucky we have flight sim, yes. But then again, William's not a fan. He's not a fan. Martin says, I've got a new job recently. Gonna fly the what is it? Pennsylvania P68 Observant 2. I didn't even know what a P68 is. Well, that's something I didn't know. No, you didn't, Willie. Yeah, might go on tour. I never know. I might tour up your way one day. Okay, just got home from the road trip. What'd you miss? Nothing. Should go on the voice. No. We have managers and X-record deals and all that sort of stuff. We don't need to be, you know, the voice is for people that haven't been picked up with those sorts of things. We're all good. I just chose to follow my passions of flight simulation instead, you know. Give you lots of notice. I'll give you 3 tickets, mate. Backstage. You could be the roadie for our UK legs. Do I own a Corvette? Why? So I can't hear myself singing. What type of music do you sing? Pop, opera, or what? A bit of this, bit of that. Just all the hits, Mark. Just all the hits. We just write hits. Nobody sings better than ausflightsimmer. You'll probably even recognize songs that I've written that other artists are singing. You never know. Oh, that video on your Discord, in the fuel station. Yeah, that was funny. That was, apart from the lady wasn't yelling at me, but that was pretty much so similar to the situation. Ausflight rap? No, we don't do rap. Mixed bag of tricks? Yep. All right. If we need to, if I'm going to keep up this singing facade, I need to go and grab a coffee. All right. And we're going to while before we get up to that. So I'm going to leave you on this view here. Actually, we're going to have some of our friends in the background there. So we're going to go to this view here. It came up in my feed. I was like, yeah, that's ausflightsimmer story. See, your feed was listening to my story. But yeah, it was. I got a big laugh out of that, Brett. I thought that was quite funny. No, there's no techno. We can't use techno. Well, we probably could, considering we don't monetize the streams. We keep it free. So you guys shouldn't get YouTube ads here. Your phone was listening. So wait, that's why I don't have the phone here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I'll let you guys know. I think I did this after the stream, or did we do it during the stream? But we've got a 10% sale going on FS mods at the moment. But you guys already used the ausflightsimmer code, but we've got it all on our Boeing products until the 1st of May. Due to celebrating the 777s out. So anyways, feel free to have a look at that. I will be back. I'm just going to go and make a quick coffee check on the girls. And then they're doing their last prints for the evening. And then I'll come back to see you guys. So it won't be long. we have country music playing while I was gone. I was watching, they have that new show on TV, so I was just watching 2 seconds of that. Doesn't seem that great. That new one that they were talking about, The Line. They were talking it up on TV this morning. The flight plan's up in the comments. I pinned it up there before. Oh, too bad Fozzie's not here. We're flying into his hometown. And MK Studio Seattle, where we're going, it's not released yet. So it'll be out soon. We got some nice views on the right-hand wing there. L Fox. What's going on, Maple Leaf? Have you actually even been to bed yet? What is the time? No, you're just getting up. 3 hours of sleep. You need to go to bed earlier, my friend. That means you went to sleep at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Now you're going to be even more grumpier than what you normally are. I made a coffee. Jesus, can't even speak. I made a coffee early today. Friggin' forgot to boil the kettle. Sounds like my dog. 3 hours of sleep. Damn dog. Yeah. I usually get about 4 or 5 hours sleep, due to like if I'm streaming or something like that, or working. And then sometimes I'll just end up having a nap at the computer desk the next day. Fall asleep in my chair. There's not enough hours in the day. Good day. I figured you would be doing. You would be done by now, Shane. When did you start, Aaron? I changed the time because you had a whinge to me last night of the time of the stream, so I changed it to nighttime stream for you, my friend. For you and for you only. We started an hour and a half ago. I slept in, so you screwed yourself. Come on, man. I changed the time because I was going to stream it during the day. I even said at the start of the stream, some people were whinging about the stream time, so I changed it. Starlight, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I fall asleep sometimes in the afternoon in my chair too. Yeah, generally after lunch. I'm usually good for the first few hours. That's why I always make sure that I get the FS mods packages done straight away. But yeah, we're redoing the flight back, Aaron. We've had some. It feels like, is my mic topping out? Sounds like it's topping out, or it's looking like it's topping out. Move that down a little bit. That 1.5 guard on it. There we go. Yeah, okay, that should be alright. See what happens when you get old. Oh, come on. Stop with all the old stuff. I'm not old. I'm middle-aged. Old age has that effect on people. I'm not old. I'm middle-aged, alright? If I was old, I'd be as old as Aaron, who's a grandpa now. Yeah, after lunch, I get even another coffee, then nod off with a YouTube video on. Yeah. We're like twins, Brett. Well, I was hoping you would be done because starting my Monday morning like this is not ideal. You love it. Just go and have a posh coffee, sit back on your desk, put your feet up, paint your toenails, and watch the stream and shut up. Double and plane spotting. What's going on? Is the RTX 4060 okay for PC? What's yours? I'm running in 4080. 4060 will work. So Shane, I'm curious, how long does it take, like, your band to play those entire back catalogs of the Village People? Well, the Village People really only did 5 good songs, so. But I've been scarred of the Village People because of Trumpy, so we don't play those songs. Final animations to getting Microsoft Flight Sim by 2024. Very good. Age is not based on years; it's based on the hairline and how easy you doze off. Well, I don't have much hair, and I doze off pretty easy. We play bangers like MJ. I don't think it's gonna work after your you have to just do exclamation mark MJ. So suck it, Inspector. No, you can't do Ken Lee. It should be on a timer out still. No, it's not. Bugger. Age rears its ugly head yesterday. I was power washing my deck and spent the night with intense back pain. Oh, there we go. The thing is, I can picture you singing this. You need support, Aussie. Great like Chad Morgan more. Oh, come on. I forgot to mention, flight time is 2 hours 13. It's 13 minutes longer going on the back end. Trip back. But there we go. We're only in the first third. We've got plenty of time before we'll start worrying about our arrival. I'll probably get an insufficient fuel warning, or we'll probably start using our reserves due to there's no proper sim brief file for the PMDG 777 2024 edition. I just get a sore back thinking about work these days, Willie. I think Mr. Hulk is catching us by the looks of it. Frames feel a little bit better. They felt good yesterday, but they feel a little bit better today. No choice. Too much refresh work to do in the garden. A lot of painting. Is that because it's spring? We're at that sort of part with our house at the moment. It needs... we built this house, but it's nearly 10 years old now, so it needs paint. Switching to guns. You get too close. Too close. Got to drop some flares. We've got this thing at the front of our place that you need a ladder and stuff to paint it. So I don't want to do it. And there's this guy when I walk the dogs. He's a painter. And the first time Mrs. Oz asked him, do you do small jobs? Do you want to go and do this? And he said, nah, I'm injured at the moment. I can't do it. I'll be right in like 3 months time. Then I asked him and he was busy. Then I asked him again the other day and he's like, nah, I'm busy. He's like, you don't want to do it. Nah, just overdue. Deck fences replaces and the wood on the patio tabletop. Yeah, I'm going to do some maintenance with our fence as well, because the neighbours have wrecked it and they won't do anything about it. So I'm going to have to do something about it, which I've already put some new panels on. I'm just going to have to put some more. And I need to do some work with the gate. We did our front. Mrs. Oz did our front garden late last year, so that's already been done. Banks, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day, g'day, g'day. We actually might do a bit of a longer shot here. There we go. Oh, Hulk's in the A310. Nice. I like the A310. The iKnow builds A310 and A300 is not too bad. I will be flying the bejeebers out of the A300 B4. I think it's the B4 is the version that Just Flight are going to do. The screenshots of the modeling in the cockpit look amazing. Hoping that the Falcon 70/100 announcement shortly as well. Who do you mean the Falcon 70-100? Yeah, they already announced that though. Got afternoon shifts this week, says plays havoc with my simming. Nah. Are you on like 3, and 3? Like 3 weeks of one, 3 weeks to the next, and so forth, or like 2, and 2. You meant an update news, yeah. It's probably going to be a while, I reckon, Willie, due to when they announced it. I don't think they had done too much at all. And when did they announce it? It was earlier this year, wasn't it? It wasn't last year, it was earlier this year. Like 1 week turnaround, morning, nights, afternoons. Okay. Geez, that would play havoc. What's their primary project? No, their primary project is the Fokker. So the 70-100 will be the first. So what they're doing is they're working on the Pipers now, and they're working on the Fokker. Like they obviously got other things working on, but you'll see the their Pipers, and then you'll see the Fokker, the 70 and the 100. Oh, you meant yeah? No, they said they're going to do that business jet one, which they already think, but I don't know if it's a Falcon. I was just going along with you, but they're doing that business jet as well. Yeah, I reckon the I have a feeling that the 70-100 be a couple of months away, so not too far. But it'll be nice to have some Just Flight Pipers in the in 2024, so I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer for them. And then they get VR working properly in 2024, then you know, things will be great. Bought in the Duke over. I think you'll find Black Square will do the Starship first before you'll see their other stuff get done. I've got a funny feeling the Starship will be first. And then the problem is it's a lot of work for yeah, the Duke is such a great plane. It's like one of the best, but the problem is obviously being with a developer with one dude making the, you know, obviously contract some of the stuff out, but when you have changes like 2024 come in, he's got to do a lot of work to get them up and running. So we just sort of have to wait, I guess. Well, that's what I was talking about, is one dude. I think he contracts his modeling and stuff out, but yeah. $210. Seattle's up there. We must be moving. Oh no, we've still got a little bit to go. But the star will be in about 200 nautical, or 209 nautical miles will be the star. So I'm going to punch it in, or I'm going to have a look at it now. What we're going to do. Looks like we're running on 16 right for our entry in. Oh bugger, we're not going to get the side that I wanted to land in. I wanted to land in on this side. How much time's that RNAV going to give me? Last time I did this, I stuffed it when I did the short one. Alright, we're going to do this one. We'll spin it in. I've just got to make sure I watch what I'm doing. What airspeed am I doing? Give me 1 second. 0.36. Ground speed's 468. Indicators 484. We've got a 20 knot headwind pretty much on the nose. So we're going to do the RNAV Zulu runway 16R. We did the ILS into LAX, which worked really, really well last night. So we'll try the RNAV and see how it goes. Yeah, 8.36. Do you want me to slow down a little bit, Kenga? I can slow down just a tad. Oh, you didn't mark 0.8. Well, I just slowed down 0.1 or 0.01, just a tad. Where are you anyway? Are you behind? Is young Bopper in front of you? Look at those views down there. I run the pool table class 3 days a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Friday mornings from 9:45 to 12. So it's bowling on Mondays and Wednesdays, right? And then pool the other 3 days. You're a busy man, Michael. Busy man. No one's busier in Canberra than Michael. Nobody. Does Canberra change much at election time, Michael? Does it get like a bit of a buzz going on in the place or not? Canadian elections closed today. Really? During like the middle of the week? Ours close on a Saturday, and you generally find out by late Saturday night who's going to be the winner. Highest votes turnout in decades. Oh, isn't voting in Canada mandatory? No, see, I don't understand why countries just don't make it mandatory. Like, you have to. See, in Australia, you have to. Everyone's got to vote. If you don't, you get a fine. Dave says, I just ordered the red remove before. The PFP. Oh, did you? I don't have my phone here, so I don't know. Yeah. Everybody has to vote in Australia. I think it's great. That way they don't have to get like music singers like me, you know, famous music singers to go, hey, you should go and vote. Everyone has to vote. US elections at midweek and voluntary. Yeah, so ours, so you can pre-poll, you can pre-vote from 2 weeks before the election. So they're doing the did you mention singers? But Dave, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll that'll get sent. Oh my God. What? What's wrong with the toilets? Light ray gun singers. What's going on, Mathis? I need to send you an email because I was able to create and repeat the bugs that I was having on last night's stream. So I need to send you an email because I can repeat it. I presume people just toss their ballot in if they don't. Yeah. So they'll just do a bogus vote. Yeah, but I've sort of figured out how to work around it, so... but yeah. Yeah, so it's compulsory to vote and everyone goes and votes. So you can pre-poll 2 weeks beforehand, and if you're traveling or if you're overseas, you can do a postal vote. Like, I usually go and vote beforehand just so it's done, because it can get quite busy and you can be lining up for ages. So I usually just go and vote beforehand. But yeah, it's great. Everyone in Australia has to vote. I think it's good. That means everybody has to say. And if you want to do a donkey vote, you can just do a donkey vote. You just go and get your name signed off. Yeah, Brett says most Australians prefer to vote because we want to make the choice. Yeah. So I just find it to me, because that's all I know. I've grown up with it like that. So I think in the UK it's like that too. Yeah, you also don't need to be a member of a political party or have ID when you turn up. I think you have to have ID though. Or you have to have, or they mail out those slips. But we didn't get those slips this year. But you don't need a driver's license. You can just show ID. Willie said, my sister asked me to vote, but I don't think it's fair for me to vote. I'm not a resident of Canada. Off to Beardo? All right. Yeah. Nighty night. Love you. Oh, there's Jacko there. What's he flying? He's in a Lightning 35. I was wondering why he was going so quick. Yeah, and then the election finishes on Saturday. So this Saturday, it's actually this Saturday, and that's when most people vote. But Mrs. Oz was saying that we've hit already 2.5 million people have already done a pre-vote already, which is like the biggest number already. They crossed it off the list. I can't remember. I sort of zone out when I go in there. Glenn, I just go in there and I'll go ausflightsimmer and I'll go, who? You know, the dude that does the flight sim on the internet, ausflightsimmer. Who? More people than pre-poll and actually turn up on the day. Well, they're saying that a lot's pre-poll. I'll probably go and do it tomorrow, to be honest, because I'll be streaming Saturday morning anyway. Oh, there we go. It's popping in. Look at the frames on this. The performance on the PMDG. This is how I test my frames, everybody, because you're pulling from all sorts of different directions. Now, I don't know what my frames are. I know they're above 60 because if it drops below 60, my OBS will tell me. So my frames are staying above 60. Sorry if I'm making everybody feel sick. Did you get a sausage sandwich if you go on the day? Yeah, they were talking about it on the news this morning that a dude's made an app of where get the best sausages on vote day. My local place is a community hall. There is only ever about 2 other people are voting at the same time and all that stuff. Yeah, see, we have at the local school up the road where a junior goes, and it just gets busy. Doesn't matter if you go late in the day or whatever, it's just busy, so I just do it beforehand because simming's more important. Flying on Saturday morning with you guys is way more important. Canada is still hands counts as well as no machines. Yeah, I don't know what Australia does. I think we should machine it. I don't know. I don't think in Australia we have to worry about all the crap that goes on in other countries about votings getting counted and stuff. All right, let's go and program this in. So we're going to program the arrival in. Like I said, we're going to do the RNAV Zulu for runway 16 right. So let's go and find this guy here. Zulu 16 right, there we go. We're going to pop that in there. We're going to be doing the Hawk Zulu 8, which is the star, and then we're going to be doing the Vashin, the Victor Alpha Sierra Hotel November trans, and then the other transition, which will be the LKV, so Lima Kilo Victor. So let's see if we can find Lima Kilo Victor. There we go. Pop all those in. Let's have a look at the legs. Make sure we got nice legs, because it's always good to have nice legs. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, we got vectors there. I forgot to... Sorry, we got a complaint before from Janet, one of our hostess of the Mostess, said that the toilets were backed up. So I believe, Brett, you're being nominated to go down there and check. So can you check the dunnies for us, mate? Unless anybody wants to nominate anybody else. Why is this not allowing me to touch anything? Oh, now it is. Oh man, I keep thinking, I've been doing so much Airbus lately. I keep thinking I'm doing Airbus. Here we go. On Saturday morning, we'll be doing some ETS. Nice. Someone put ausflightsimmer mug down there. I guess it was the 1,000-hour mug. Come on. Hey, you're not going to have to wait too much longer. Just saying. Look at the dirt on this thing. See, Brett's had his dirty hands up here. Look, he's got all these dirty stains there. He's been working out on the digger. Then he comes in and flies the plane. Left. Look at the cockpit. State of the cockpit. Little hand marks there. Put a blue light on that, eh? You wouldn't be able to fit a 1,000-hour mug down the toilet. Are you actually going to do it this time? You're not just like gonna dig the hole and leave it for another 12 months. That sounds like something I'd do. You left your hole for 2 years. Oh my god. It's probably overgrown. You're going to have to dig it up again. Or the rubble now for 12 months. I love this Delta livery. We'll go on that one there. I think I actually need another coffee. I'm feeling a bit sleepy tonight. It's clean dirt too hard to grow anything. Okay. Prinko, have you ever played a motion platform for TIFFs? What do you mean by TIFFs? Hey Frank, what's going on? Like, I've done real life TIFFs, as in a trial flight. Done many of those. Captain Rugby still here? Nice, Captain. Motion platform for flight sim, sorry. I have a motion flight sim cockpit, but it's not currently put together. I was meant to put it together, but then I had surgery, and then this and that, and that never got to never got together. But I've got to get it together. So I have a DOF motion cockpit. I've been looking at building something simple, ideally for iRacing, but I wanted to see what would work. Yeah, DOF. Go and check out DOF. They make affordable flight sim and racing cockpits. There's a bunch of reviews online. The guys are really good to work with. I would highly recommend checking them out. They make things affordable, and they're always improving their products. So highly recommend going checking out DOF. Just type in DOF. Hang on, I'll just grab a link for you. But that's where I would go. And they have a bunch of different access options. But yeah, just go and check out these guys here. Oh, the link's too big. Hang on. And they're still tariff free. No tariffs. No tariffs. Yeah, I've rarely found it any locally supporting to go and check them out. I think they're in Poland. They're actually, I believe they're actually a Ukrainian company. In Ukraine. But I believe they're now working out of Poland. But I do believe if you're in the US, they have a US contact as well. I haven't things may have changed though. I haven't spoke to him in a while. But I have the H3, which can do flight simulation and cockpit. Yeah, Poland's not so Gold Coast. If you want something local, you would probably need to go and check out Next Level Racing and their stuff. But you probably, I don't know. I personally would look at the DOF stuff, but if you want to invest a lot, you can go and check out, well, what are they called? Next level will have Brett, help me out here. Where'd you get your wheel from? I can't think of the name. Starts with P. They actually have a showroom down at the Gold Coast. Brett will help me. I'm having an old man's brain fart. Peregrine. I'm thinking of the actual bloody airport developer. Brett will pop it in, I'm sure. Panigam or whatever, however you say it. Yeah, go and check out them. They're on the Gold Coast. They're in the same building as Next Level Racing, but they'll actually have Cockpit set up in a showroom that you can go and have a look at. They are the importer for they import flight sim gear and racing gear into the country. Yeah, Panigam Imports. Yeah. I have a full motion sim. I just get my son to pull and push the chair as I'm flying around. Quite realistic. Do you have wheels on that though? Willie, do you have wheels on that? Because if you've got wheels on it, Willie, you probably want to make sure you got like a emergency stop button. Yeah, you probably want to make sure you got an emergency stop button. You're getting to hit him with a bat, yes. Whack tablets. That's funny. All right, I can see the top of D in there. There we go. So top of D is probably going to be about 240, but we do see it there. So we're about to come out and hit the star any minute now. Is that where the star starts? Yeah. So at Lima Kilo Victor is where the star starts. I'm going to knock out and grab. I'm feeling tired, so I'm going to get another coffee. Yeah, see, we'll go and check them out. Thanks, although I do like the Pro 6 from... Yep. You could, because I know you're spending a lot of money on that stuff, Pingo. You could go and actually email DOF and see if they've got anybody in your local area that you could have a look, if they've got something somewhere. I would just flick them an email and see. You never know, they might go, hey, go here and have a look there. The Moser indicator stalks that just released today and might be my next Moser gear purchase. Is that for the trucking? But if you go and look at the Pro 6 there from DOF, there's some really cool videos on them. They're insane. Yeah, for the car driving game, yeah. I've been looking at it, Brett. Alright. I'm going to leave you a quick window view. There we go. You guys can look out the window. I'll be back in like a couple of minutes. I'm going to get a coffee to land because I'm feeling a little bit tired. I will be back. Alrighty. We are caffeinated in a glass, ready to go. There we go. Tony Brown, what's going on? Hi for the UK. Is the Thrustmaster bone yoke better for Xbox? I actually don't know if it's actually Xbox compatible. Can anybody hit me up for that? Is it actually Xbox compatible? Boeing. That's the only one I don't have. Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. Xbox. It is. It is Xbox available. Huh. Didn't know that. There you go. It is for Xbox. Huh. It is. I had one, but it's sorry. It is. I had one, but it's on its way out. Ah. Well, you pretty much only got two options then, Tony. It's that. How long did you have it for? Or it's the Turtle Beach. The Turtle Beach has got a nasty detent in the middle of it though. Lars, what's going on? Welcome to the stream all the way from Sweden. Hope you're doing well. G'day, g'day. Should wear the appropriate uniform and hats? No. I don't know about that. I stopped dressing up for you guys years ago. It was getting out of control. I was enjoying it too much, you know. Off to do some work. Have a good Landy. No worries, Willie. Take care. Just trying to think what else is really... Like, there's a bunch of other sort of Thrustmaster HOTAS options, but... About a year, constant use, yeah, that's what I thought. Stick with the Thrustmaster. A year? Even with constant use, like, Tony, how many hours of flight sim in a week with that yoke would you do? I would expect it to last longer than that. Problem is, stuff like that, they get dust in them. And Dave Cleary, I did go and check. Thank you very much for that, mate. I do appreciate it. I'll get that out to you tomorrow. Dave just picked up, I think I've got a link to it, FS Mods. He just picked up one of the new PFPs. Have you caught the Bidget TV flight sim stream yet? He wears a hat and still can't fly. That would be me then. That would be me. But check out that link and you can see Dave's picked up the dust cover for the for either his McDo or his PFP. I don't... Dave, which one did you end up getting? Did you get the McDo or the PFP? About 12 hours some nights. Oh, I think the problem is I have a cat and a dog, so it could be hairs and dust. Yeah. Yeah. might be worth getting, Tony. I don't have any in the FS mod store, but it might be worth getting a. You've got the PFP for the Boeings. Nice. Are you getting, Dave? Are you getting the? Did you end up getting? I can't remember. Did you end up getting the PAP 3? Tony, it might be worth getting like a wall mount for your yoke to keep it off the ground, and then that way you can detach it from your desk. So I've seen them around on Etsy. Keep the dust out of it. But that's the problems with those sorts of things. Is that even the honeycomb stuff, the honeycomb throttles get dust in them. I know they're already out, but I might do our own range of dust covers for them too. Velocity 1 flight stick is good for entry at 500 hours of 2020 and still using it now. Mr. Hulk, yeah. I haven't really heard anybody with any dust issues or anything when it comes to the Velocity 1. The only issue I have with... There's two things I have with the Velocity 1. One is it has the big detent in it, which you can get around it. And the other thing is that the throttles are loose. Obviously, with our GA throttles, we fixed that a little bit because I've added some friction there. I will do some Boeing and Airbus throttles for the Turtle Beach throttle, which will put some more friction on, but I don't have any just yet. I was thinking of there is even a better ones to upgrade, but never mind, I can't. But anything on the walls I'm privately renting might have to cover it with something. Yeah, okay. No, I haven't got the USB hub yet. I had to, had to buy filament. Filament's gone up in price. Your PAT 3's the next purchase. Yeah. I'm waiting. I haven't really used the PAP 3 like I designed the mounts for it for flight sim mods, but I haven't used it because I was waiting for this to come out and then putting the PAP 3 on the 777. So I'm really waiting for that. I'm going to steal one of my wifey's LV purse dust covers for my Bravo and TM yoke. It might as well be as posh as possible. So one of my wife's LV purse dust covers, well, you never know. It's probably a nice velvet one or something. Like, I'm in this room all the time. I've got a fan on. In the summer, I mean in the winter, I have the window open. And we have dogs. They don't shed hair, so they're shedless dogs. And I have my controls, a bunch of them up here, and man, even just sitting up and above on that bench, they get heaps of dust. Like, I pretty much even wipe my flight sim bench, my desk down once a week. Glenn Fitzpatrick said the biggest thing about buying a yoke was getting a good long throw and getting enough left and right rotation. Yeah, you want to get like at least 180. I think a lot of them are all coming out with 180 on them now. Actually, they're very nice. It's dumb how much people pay it. What are you still talking about dust covers, or are you talking about actual hardware now? Yeah, it has. They've stopped offering stuff with multiple orders. I got free spools and support them. New color swatches, like yeah, another one of them. Yeah, I don't. All the extra stuff they're giving you, I don't need. But yeah, the filament's gone up like $5. Oh, Brett, I need to send you some emails because I've found some Aussie companies, but I need to, yeah, I'll send you some links. But I've got to do some tests on this stuff first. Mr. Hulk says, my throttle would creep to idle and I wasn't happy till I worked out why. Yeah, dust covers, okay. Yeah, I found some links. Hopefully I saved them. If not, I'll find them again. But yeah, ones that we haven't sent each other before. We've still got 160 nautical miles of flying. Let's whack another angle on here. Send me the links. Hang on, I wonder if I've still got them. Oh, nah. I'll send them to you tomorrow. Because... did I... Hang on. No, I didn't save them. You idiot. I thought I bookmarked them in. I didn't. I've got to go and grab them. But I found 2 companies. Brett said, so I worked out I probably print about 600 to 900 hours a month. That's why my nozzles are getting worn out. Yeah, well, the nozzles in the A1s and the A1 minis wear out quicker than the Carbon X's and the P1Ps by far. I don't know how what's a what's the nozzle replacement cost on an A1? Are they about $50? Like get P1P. The only thing they'll say with P1P, the only downfall is they're noisier. But if you're not worried about the noise, yep. And get an enclosure on it, then you can do more than just $16, $19. Yeah. See the ones with the P1P is about $50 to $60. So they're more expensive, but they last a lot longer. 600 to 900 hours a month. Geez, you're doing a lot for one machine. You're making a new room just for them, for printers. Oh, he's going ballistic on the printing. Nice. Almost 24 hours a day. Yeah, I run the girls about 16 to 18 hours a day. Sometimes 24 hours, but I tried not to. Last night they ran till about 4 o'clock in the morning. And they had about 4 hours off and they were up and running at 6 a.m. But I think after the order they're doing now, we're good. Hopefully we get a little bit of weather coming into Seattle. So Seattle, where we're flying into, I've mentioned it a couple of times on the stream. There's Mr. Hulk there on the right-hand side. It is MK Scenery Seattle. It looks very good. I was, and the FPS is pretty good on it too. It's not out yet, but we'll be out soon. And they've done a great job with it. So very excited to actually arrive in there instead of departing. And what do you reckon the chances are, guys? Put a percentage in there between 0 and 100. What do you think the percentage is of we getting a public release for Sim Update? Actually, I wonder, I'll do a poll. I wonder if I can run a poll. Actually, I can't because I've already got that up there. Yeah, put a percentage in. What do you think of Sim Update 2 doing a public release this week? Glenn says, my old work tried to save money on backing up tape drives by running the OneDrive 10 hours a day, and then they wore out while still in warranty. They eventually lost a heap of data. Holy cow. I'm going to go about 70%. I think we'll see a Sim Update 2 go to public release. thinking 70%. Evil's 80. Tony's not too convinced by the sounds of it. He's doing 30% that's going to happen. I think mine's going down 10% per week because I said the last 2 weeks it's going to be out. Nobody important said the last two sim update betas seem to have a lot of performance complaints. 25%. Okay. Nobody important knows. Okay. Because they did a rolling cache update to the last one. Okay, can I change? I want to change my thing. I want to change it now because I'm not using the beta. All right. 20%. I want to change it.
SU 20% chance. Loving the channel.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate. Not only has he picked up something from Flight Sim Mods, he's dropped in a £10 dono. Thank you very much for that. That's bringing down to 7 more super chats or donos, and then we'll give another Flight Sim Mods giveaway. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. No, not allowed. I can't change it? Oh. See, I'm not in the beta on this one because we can't see each other. So we're in Sim Update 1. I was in the beta for pretty much all of it. Thank you, Dave. That's very, very kind. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate it, guys. Drop some holy doolies. There they are. They're coming through. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing that. Let's do some Cessnas for Dave. There we go. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. You're not in there either. I don't really go into the forums, so nobody important. Are you in the beta or are you in looking at the forums? Try to stay away from forums. Forums are generally pretty negative places. Got to spend my pension somewhere. Oh well, you know. At least when you spend your pension with Flight Sim Mods, you actually get something for it. You get something in return, not like anything else these days. It's not like when you go and buy groceries, you pay a third more than what you did 2 years ago, but at the end of the week, it's no longer there anymore. Neither of them, I just keep my ear out on any of the news. Yeah, I do too, Tony, but I don't, I sort of do it once a week. I have a VRAM crash yesterday and I have a 3090. Ah. Did Tony say I'm in the beta and based on the forum too? My performance has been inconsistent. Okay. Well, it's definitely not coming out. Nobody important have they said where it's coming from? Is it the rolling cache they were messing around, or is it something else? Jetty was just singing the Flight Simmer mod song over on Twitch. What do you mean the Flight Sim mod song? What's the Flight Sim mod song? I didn't know I had a Flight Sim mod song. What's going on, Tashi? Have you got a did you clip it for me? Brett says, CT today, Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 SG1 and tried to load on the runway, total crash. No, not Ken Lee. It's not Ken Lee. No. Forums is one way, so it's just complaints. I know. That's why I don't go in there. Hey Dave, are you noticing every time you do all together now, no one's doing it? It's probably Dave just singing at home. I can see it. Dave just then stands up and he just raises his arms and he's like, and he just gets into it, just belts it out. I think I heard this. They learnt from the launch and they just want to make sure everything is okay before release. Yeah. Me and the wife and the doggo. Hopefully the neighbors that are like, are your neighbors like far distant? I'm hoping for their sake. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but crashes to desktops, Brett, in Sim Update 1 are sort of far between, aren't they? Like, we had a couple last night, but I'm assuming it's the PMDG buggy that probably needs to fix. No, too close. Ken Lee sings all your Flight Sim mod favorites available from vinyl 3D printed and with love by Shane. I wonder if you could 3D print a record. Do your own PLA vinyl. Only one I've had, I think, yeah. Tashi, what song was he playing? Did you clip it? You need to clip it and drop me a link. We're definitely coming up Seattle because we've got the mountains coming up. Oh, that's Mount Rainier there, is it? Hang on, let me see if I can find... That might be him there. I think that's him there. They actually do a track. It's like a 4-day track where people do like a track around the whole thing. It takes like 4 days. It's like a track they do. 4 or 5 days. And I think you're still doing like 70 kilometers a day though to do that. And they have like running like track marathon stuff around there. But anyways, I do get no loading issues sometimes. Just press escape and load in again and it works 50% of the time. Yeah. I've got to save loading and enjoying the. I've got to save a landing and enjoy the rest of your day. No worries, Tony. Catch you, mate. FS Mod Song Queen, we are the champions. No, Mr. Sean Dale. Definitely not. What's going on, Shauno? Hope you're doing well. I don't know how to do this, that stuff. He was just singing your praise and talking you. He's talking about us up. Oh, God. He wasn't talking about budgie smugglers, was he? There we go. Top of descent is 70. Because Jetty and I and Saki are going to go into partnership and we're going to do some flight sim budgie smugglers. Not today, but I can remind him though. Yeah, just say you've been talking to me and just go, how's the budgie smuggler designs going? See, where Jetty comes in, he's going to be the model. So that's his part of the partnership. He's going to be modeling them. I think we're going to set up the photo shoot in his driveway with some sprinklers and stuff. I think that's what we agreed on. It'd be the only one nuts enough to do it. It'd be the only one that'd be nuts enough to do it. No slow-mo shots. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, budgie smugglers, I think they're called Speedos in other countries. They're not really a thing worn in here in Australia. You do see the odd one. But generally, if it's something that you see, you generally just look away. All right, 40 nautical miles, top of descent. What did you think they were, Maple? Would you buy some flight sim budgie smugglers, Maple? Why, we'll make sure they're tariff-free, Richo. We'll make sure they're tariff-free. Budgie smugglers were at Woolies on Saturday morning. Were they? I don't want to know. My wife says they are like a car crash. You have to look. Oh no. Oh, I muted it. Bugger. What was the last thing you picked up, Maple? That's interesting. It's saying that we need to be at BTG at 24, but it says top of descent's just past it. That's interesting. Shit. Wonder why that's at top of descent there. Okay, alright. We've friggin' busted that again. It doesn't want to grab it anyway. Wonder what's going on here. I'm just going to run with my top of D there and just see what happens. Interesting. I was having a good chat to myself. The car crash thing. Oh. I went on a tangent about... it's not worth repeating. It's just not worth... I won't even worry about it. He wants to know you got the pics. He better not have sent me anything. Nah, I'm safe. He hasn't sent me anything. Bloody hell. Chase is making pub beer now. Bloody hell. Press the vertical speed at -5 and then when the plane starts descending it will go back to VNAV and working with 300 ER. Yeah, but I think there's an issue though because we haven't hit top of D. What just happened there? Oh no, it's shadow. So according we're here, but then it's actually saying we're 24 there, so I don't understand. And then we've got flight level 27 there. So it's a bit weird. But if I look at the flight plan, I should be descending. So now I want to see, because I'm just here, I want to see if it starts descending here. If not, I will do that trick. Yeah. Is it above? Oh, I didn't look at it. Okay, it's above. Oh, I told you I was tired. Thanks, Sean. Yep. I didn't even look at it. There we go. We're going down. Top of D. Whoa. So if you guys didn't see over at PMDG, I think instead of this time around, instead of Robert Wendesdsay normally does in the forums, like the big 2-page thing, it was quite nice for me because normally I've got to read his big 2-page thing, but he actually did a YouTube recording, which was good. So if you're interested to see what's happening with PMDG, it's a 9-minute video. It's actually worth a watch. It's pretty good. And I think he says when they're going to do their updates, he's going to do some YouTube videos instead. So, which is perfect. Those clouds. We had nice clouds on last night's flight. A bit more cloud density around here. So it should be interesting. I watch the ausflightsimmer news every Saturday and get all the gossip. Thank you. It's not gossip, Sean. It's news. But we don't do any gossiping. Unless I'm talking about MS sceneries and bedrock sceneries, I'll do a buyers beware. That's a bit of gossip. But no, we don't do any gossip. We're just reporting the news. All right, so we're doing 8.37, so we're looking good. 8.37. As we're coming down. Spreading the rumors. I'm not spreading any rumors. If you were going to buy MS Sceneries aircraft, I do recommend checking out my top 5 worst aircraft in Flight Sim 2020 video. And then if you still wanted to get some after that video, probably go and get your head scanned. Or better not, just give me the money that you were going to spend on MS Sceneries and you would have a better day. Civ Update 2 will be released next week, 5 weeks ago. Yes. Yes. Would you like to give me to give you an example, Maple? Out of the 4 MS Scenery aircraft I tested, out of 4, only 50% of the wheels actually went up. Only 50% of the gear. So out of the 4 MS Scenery planes I tested, only the gears went up on 2 of them. And the gears that went up on one of them, the gear automatically goes up on takeoff once the wheels are up. So, and the wheels go down via speed. So when you get a certain speed, the wheels come down. Yes. And the thing is, not cheap. Some of their stuff's like $29.95 USD. Or even some of it's $19.95 USD. What's $19.95 USD? I think that's like $25 Australian. USD to AUD. What's $19.95? 31 bucks! 31 bucks! They're not worth 31 bucks. Yeah, 19. Well, I checked. Yeah, but that's still $31 Australian. That's bloody nah. See what it's like. Plus the tariffs, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Captain Oz speaking. Thank you very much for flying at Delta Airlines. We're about 20 minutes from landing. The weather is going to be nice, calm, and cloudy. The attendants, Brett and Mr. Benny Big Bucks, will be walking through. So if you have any rubbish, please pop the last bit of rubbish into the bags. They'll be more happy to take them. Thank you very much for flying Delta Airlines and ausflightsimmer as your pilot here, and we wish you a wonderful enjoy the rest of your day. Is that a pass? Did I pass? Great CRJ videos. I've been watching a few. They are awesome. Your Sim CFI. Hey, your Sim CFI. Oh, your Sim CFI is here. Is he a YouTuber? Let me have a squeeze. What's going on, your Sim CFI? I don't think I'm subscribed to you if you are, but Richard knows who you are. Let's have a look. He is too. There we go. Let's hit the subscribe button. Oh, there we go. We've got some, what do we got here? Oh, it's been smashing the CRJ stuff there. All right, cool. Hit the subscribe. Guys, go and drop some links. There we go. There we go. Go and drop some links. We like supporting other flight simmers, content creators here in stream. Still not got your V2 CRG. That's the downside. Yeah, but the thing is, that's awesome. Just wanted to say hi. Really appreciate the sub and thanks. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, the thing is, when I bought the CRJ, stop spamming, bruh. Stop spamming the links. Oh, hang on. We need to go down further. Just excuse me for a second here. When I picked up the CRJ in the Microsoft Flight Simulator store, it was before we knew the Microsoft Flight Simulator store was not the best base to purchase stuff, you know? It's better to buy it directly from the third-party developer if you can. Oh, there it is there. I was claiming the wrong one. All right, let's have a look what we're doing here. All right, we're going to do a flaps 30. We're going to pop that in there. We're going to go to the VNAV destination. Let's get forecasts. Let's request it. Some fun news. I'm still on the beta team for the next update after V2, and let me say you guys will be impressed with the flight model. I sat down with the dev myself and worked through it for 2 weeks. You're a bit of a CRJ wizard by the sounds of it. Requesting. Hey, your Sim, can you confirm, is it Hans that was actually developing the version 2, or was it someone else? I flight in real life and was saddened by the state of it in the sim. There we go. It's Hans, okay. Let's load that in there. I think I was having a debate with someone and saying I think I heard it was Hans wasn't doing it. The V2. Invalid forecast uplink. Okay, interesting. Dave says, yep, third party for me as I lost everything in 2020 after my MS account was hacked a few years ago. Everyone blames Airsoft when really they haven't touched the plane. Well, they are the creators of the plane, though. As in, they do own it. Where's our friends? Mr. Young Bopper and Kanga. We go, make a turn. There's Mount Rainier there. It's good. It's good when they actually get people get involved. They're actual real world experts of. I'm a big believer for real world experts. That people actually got their hands on the stuff in the real world for anything in the real world for development and work on. So if you can get a person that actually like an airplane that flies it in real life, that is the best way to get information. 30.25. All right, so we're just got to change. Oh, that did not click over. But unfortunately, I haven't, for the amount of CRJ flying we've done on the streams here, I unfortunately haven't been able to use version 2. 2.5. There we go. We're going to continue that down to 10. There we go. Alright, back to chat. Did you miss the TOD again? No, Mr. Benny Big Bucks, not this time. We don't chat till then. I hope you give it a try next. Isolate after D2. FY, you need to all your default yoke sensitivities now. Sorry, FY, you need all the default yoke sensitivities now. Not sure what that means. Yeah, the marketplace is a bit of a joke. Yeah, I didn't want to pay for it again. That's the only reason. So I'll just have to wait. Hey Oz, Sid Squadron is flying at the CRJ tonight. Yeah, like I would have flown it by now. But yeah, because the thing is, when I had access to the version 2 from Airsoft before it released, but I couldn't do it because I was in the marketplace, and then well, I didn't know it at the time anyway. So I was like, oh, I don't have time to fly it, and then I'll just wait. I'll just wait until it actually released. And then I was trying to find where I bought it from. So I checked Orbex, I checked Airsoft, I checked the sim market, and then I've gone, bugger, I got it from the marketplace. So yeah, I still haven't flown it. The joke is at rental bit. Hey? Is it okay to post Tony a link here? Oh yeah, if you want to. Yeah, you can. Oh, hang on. Just put in exclamation mark Sid. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll do it there. Go and pop over and give Tony a hard time flying it. Renting aircraft from the sim. Yeah, it's not out yet though. Yeah, exclamation mark Sid. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You post all our friends links in. Go for your life. Yeah, exclamation mark Sid. He'd be flying the CAG. That's our friend Tony over on Twitch. Sid Squadron. But I will say, Sim CFI, he won't be flying it like a, like he flies planes really well, but he would just be doing like formation flying with it and stuff. Yeah, should drop in and say hello. Yeah, the renting aircraft thing would be all right because it would help me out, Evil, in that situation. But it's not out yet. They held it back. I think it's meant to be coming out with Sim Update 2. If I'm, yeah, I tell you what, the CRJ and the guys will know in the chat. I absolutely flew the bejeebers out of that thing. And then we, when the Boris Sound Pack come out, obviously we did some more flying it too. But all right, here we go. Lights are down. I've still got the, oh god, taxi lights have been on the whole time. He's still learning. Let the ram air turbine exit last time. Yes, he had the ram turbine out. Yes. I remember I did that once on stream just to test it, and then I couldn't. You can't get it to go back up, and it was as loud as anything. So I couldn't do outside shots because you could just drop it. I learnt my lesson with that one. I can't wait for everybody's reaction on the next one. It will be loved. I think at least the beta feels real good for me now. Okay, cool. Do you know when? Approximately when the next update's coming? Which means I'll add another 6 months on before I can use it because the V2's not actually even in marketplace. It should be available to download now. Not when I last checked. Probably not too long. Okay. That's all right. I've got my, at the moment, I've got my 777. We've got our Boeings. We've got a couple of Boeings we need to fly. We've got our 777 from PMDG and also the Flight Sim Studios 727s in 2024. So we'll be doing some time in that. Things might have changed in the last week. I haven't looked at it for a week. Airbus is better. All right. Things are getting interesting now. Now to be at 6. All right, guys. I'm going to turn the music off. We're getting to the busy end of the... we're getting to the dessert now. All right, so let's bring some beautiful sounds up. No, I'm not going to sing. Why, is that what you thought dessert was? The store is still showing up to CRJ version 1.18. Just check, yeah, no version 2. Look at that. That's the best part right there. It's the money shot. As we're just dancing above the clouds. And we're just about poking. Here we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dropping some things down now because this is going to come up super quick on us. Yep, I would agree, Mr. Benny Big Bucks. Popping in and out. It's always fun. Won't say anything more than that. Yeah. Should be right. Alright, we're going to do auto brake 2. I feel like we're still going to be too high. I can't see anything though. Oh no, there's the runway there. We'll be fine. Oh, we'll be fine. McDonald's microwave? What do you mean McDonald's microwave? Right, so I don't cheat. I'm going to turn off the gents tags. Hey, Mr. Pringle, perfect timing, my friend. Perfect timing. I swear it sounds like I'm hearing things twice in the sim. Why are we coming here too high again? There's no way we're getting that. No way. Kind of they have an echo kind of thing. Can you hear it? It has J-Russ. Yep, absolutely.
2500.
Like I can even hear it in that. You hear the echo? Yeah, okay, so it's not just me. Couple of streams. I wonder if it's this or if it's something else. Anyways, just why I get myself organized here. What was it? Let's do something different here now. Let's run an ILS. ILS 16. Got 16 right. Come on, I've got centers, rights. Let's grab this guy here. Cool. Alright, so we're going to do this guy here, then we're going to do this guy here, and then we're going to do this guy here, and we're going to input that in. And then we're going to go to there. Shit, that's still messed up. Change your plans, everybody. Change your plans. We're going back up. J. Russ says, haven't been in for a month, but yeah, no fun CTDs after many hours. Just hand-flying blind. No, we were in a bloody, pretty much IMC conditions, you duff. We're going to do this properly. I'm not going to go all the bloody way up to Kilo. I'm not going to go all the way up there. We are going to go up to, yeah, there we go, and then we're going to fly it back in, is what we're doing. Just going to cut it, and all our ILS information should be in, and we'll just run the ILS, we'll see what happens. Then we're going to go down to about 2,000 when we get there. Cool, happy days. No, we're not going back to LAX. Go to Brisbane? Oh, bloody hell. You guys are hard work, I tell ya. Hope you're doing alright though, Mr. J. Russ. Are you saying, J. Russ, are you saying you're not having any CTDs, or you're having a lot? Heard earlier discussion everywhere suggests switching off auto save and auto save notification to stop crashed desktops. Well, thanks for all the support. I'll try and catch a landing. Have a good one. No worries, Sim. See you, mate. Thanks very much for popping in. Nice to find your channel. It's amazing that how often you spend time on YouTube and you don't find people's YouTube channels after they've been around for years and years and years and years and years. Evil says, back to Winnipeg? For some reason, I even feel like 2000 should be a thing here. I feel like we're still low. That's 63 nautical miles out there. That's not happening. There we go. We're cutting this down as short as we can. Oh, hang on. Why are we up at... What's going on here? It's not flying the VNAV. It says we're meant to be at 325 at 2000. I don't know about that, seriously. Why is this not working? Bifrost not working. It's going a bit nuts. Now it's spinning the other way. Yeah. I think we broke it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have. It's like cold trickle. There's nothing I can't do with a race car. Floated to lose trade-in for an Airbus. That's just nasty. Come on, there is a few bugs with this. But we're still going to try to pick up the ILS. We're just going to drop down from Mach speeds here at the moment. Hey, Maple, you know that echo sound? Is it only been in since I've been flying the 777? That's only when I've noticed it. I've got to jump in another aircraft and see if it's something else. No, really? Okay. Oh, I've heard it in the stream, but I actually haven't heard it on my end.
$2,500.
Yeah. It's alright, I'll do some work on it this week.
$2,500.
Why is the speed at... I'm just not going to put the auto throttle on. Alright. Am I lost? No, I'm not lost. We went out of fair whack though. Like, we were originally going to fly back all the way to the top of the star, so we flew out too far. No, I don't want you to do that. Fucking hell. The auto throttle's balked. No, the auto throttle's balked. We've kind of ruined the experience now. Oh, Nan. Pilot error? I don't know. Don't know. That'll be part of it. That's alright. We're all good now. We'll see if the we'll pick up the ILS. If not, we'll just hand fly it in. We'll just be swinging around up here anyway. So the airport should be just on our right hand side. There we go. Right there. Did you hit 900 hours? There we go. There's something positive. Downtown.
Things will be great when you're downtown. No final place for sure downtown. Everything's waiting for you.
Congratulations, Evil. Thank you very much for the 900. By the time the 1,000-hour mugs are finished, you'll be there. You'll be there. Yeah. ausflightsimmer Flight Radar has tracked your approach. I have posted the image in general chat. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Actually, it looks like my hair. It looks like I've got like heaps of hair. It does. It looks like my hair. Good job. Saint Paul de Leon. Some reason I don't think that's around here, Mr. William. Something's a bit fishy about that. Sorry, there's the airport over there. I feel like just hanging a right and just flanging it in there at the moment. You're prepping for the 2,000-hour mug? I deserve that. Increase your hours. No, we come in too high. I let the plane fly in and it come in too high. So I don't know. Zick, we got plenty of fuel. It's displaying in pounds when I actually checked it before. Oh no, that was probably before we restarted it. It's actually, it's saying we got 14,000 pounds, but it should be in probably should check that. There you go, it should be in kilos. 6.5 tons, we've got heaps. Auto throttle disconnected. The auto throttle... I'll just shut up. It's just gone and changed that on us now. What is it doing that for? That's a bit weird. I feel like Ken Lee moment. I just want to get on the ground. I feel embarrassed. Look at our angle of attack. You'll have to excuse me, William. I'm a bit busy at the moment. Shut up, Brett. No, dear. We don't stream on Twitch anymore. Just due to you can't multi-stream the chat. So we did the multi-stream for 12 months, and I felt like it was I was losing the connection with the chat and our community here, because it was split up, and I didn't like it. So I would love to keep streaming on Twitch when we can align the multiplayer up. Yeah. Like one of the chats would start off quite busy, and then one would die off, and it just. And then I've got some community members in both, and it just, yeah. You can't scare me anymore. Yeah, you can't do the bangs, my friend, but you can come and hang out. There's definitely an echo with those sounds, though. Yeah, there's no bangs. Need to follow me playing? Maybe. Maybe. shit. I'm not watching what I'm doing. I'm about to stall. Sorry, guys. I got sidetracked. Man, this has turned into such a shit operation here. Sorry, guys. I got sidetracked looking at something. Oh no, I got one job. I forgot the auto throttle wasn't on. That's right, I'll manually fly the ILS anyway. There we go. Just the sound's really bugging me. Flaps 25, auto brake 2, speed, which I armed that before. Happy days, we're a bit high. Flaps 30. No. I got to go back into the stream. I wanted to spend time working on the sounds this afternoon, but I didn't get time. It's just really off-putting. Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing. What are you hitting your arms for? That speed crept up on me then.
1,000.
Yeah, there's a double echo there. Catch the glide slope at the last minute again. There we go.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Yeah, so
glide
even
slope,
in that.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. 20. 10.
Oh, the landing was alright. The approaches were nasty. All together now. Oh man, that was disgraceful. Alright, I'm not streaming until I fix my sounds up, so unfortunately, we were not going to do any 777 flying tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday. I need to fix it. What is this song? You don't want to know, Mr. Avgeek. You don't want to know. I have silly given in to some of my viewers and put in some sound bites that I'm regretting. A lot of them have come from Chase T, and he's not even here today. Like, I can hear it on the outside especially. I sort of heard it when we were departing. Like, even on that. Something's going wrong, man. Benny. 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 There's no need to get nasty, Benny. Benny. Oh. Can't you see my face is red? No wonder Mathis from PMDG only pops in at the start of the stream or midway through the stream. But oh man, that sound. It's definitely my system. Something's going wrong. I did have a Windows update, which was a forced one. You know when Windows goes, oh, do you want to do an update? And you say, no, I don't want to do an update. And the next time you turn your computer on, it updates on you. Then I usually get the sound problems after that. So it's probably something to do with that. But there we go. Highly recommend grabbing MK Studios Seattle when it comes out. Obviously, this is a pre-release version of it, but it's absolutely amazing. They've done a great job. You'll be able to get it at the Contrail store. But yes. APU will go to start. Holy cow. Captain Sim Sling 2. Yeah. Not our finest flight that one was it? Jeez, like I can hear it there. I didn't hear it last night though. Pricing information, I don't have it, young bopper. I don't have it. Unfortunately. Sorry, I should have done the APU before we pulled into the gate. Is it going to give me a gen? It is going to give me a gen. All right, cool. We are going to shut the engines down. And there we go. And set the chocks. Request some ground power. Request a jetway connection. There we go. There we go. Oh well, at least we got the return flight in from last night and we can work around that bug that we've got. Mr. Younger Bopper, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Dave, thank you very much for the super chat before and picking up something from FS Mods. I appreciate it. Ausflightsimmer, but is it good to see how you fixed the problem out for most of it? So when we just quit the sim. See, the thing is, I'm stubborn. That's my problem. I'm stubborn. But I'll work it out. I was at the gate. The sim crashed while waiting for you. Seems to be an issue with the A350 2024. That's interesting. If your streaming software is directing stream sound into your headphones, I think I've got to go first and listen to the stream to see if it's coming on the stream end. And then I've got to go and have a look. There's something wrong. It's channeling something wrong. It'll be my hardware. It won't be the It won't be the sim. It'll be something to do with me. Ausflightsimmer's done something wrong somewhere. That's what it will be. So I turned the sim down. It's not happening in the music. The music's fine. It's something to the sim. I'm channeling something wrong. Anyways, I will sort that out. I'm about to send a clip. Of course you are. Of course you are. You're like a what we call it. You're like a clip nuisance. I was going to say something else, but anyways. Also, big congratulations to Evil to get into 900, and Angry Zebra, aka Mr. Wounded Warrior, hitting 40 months. Big congratulations to us for ausflightsimmer for making Mr. Benny Big Bucks Day a little bit better. Thank you, appreciate it. Can always stuff up the approaches, guaranteed, not a problem. That actually didn't take any effort whatsoever, Benny. I sort of just really did that way too easy. Big thank you to PMDG for sending us a copy of the pre-release. Go and watch it. I will afterwards. Big up yourself. Yeah, absolutely. like mum, dad, my pearly whites, my no hair. Thank you very much, Dad. Thanks for the no hair, mate. Appreciate it. Just Fight for supporting the streams. All the mods for modding. Jetty for wearing the budgie smugglers. All right, I'm gonna get out of here now. I gotta stop. All right, guys, we'll be back on at Wednesday. I'll get my sim problem sounds fixed up, and yes, we will be flying the 777 again, but we're going to do something different. I'll rewatch now not to fly the plane. We're going to do some short hops in it to keep things really, really interesting. So we're going to be doing some 777, but we're going to do super short hops in it, so that should be fun. So anyways, Dave, I'll get your order out tomorrow too, so you'll get some messages from me. Anyways, guys, take care. Love you lots. Have a good one. And it was nice to have a stream on a Monday night anyway. So take care, everybody. Bye for now. See you guys. Thanks very much.